It's a good story. It's funny. You're a funny guy.
Hey guys, so in this series, each episode will go over a few things that have happened in the Machinima Family roleplay world this week. For those who don't know, the Machinima Family roleplay world is a website where I have created the game within GTA 5. Using that website and the rules and guides I have written on it, we play GTA in a unique and very realistic way. This series will show you some of the things that have happened recently in the family. Okay, let's get right into it.
I got guys with me, I'll eat your f***ing eyes out of your head. And they're as loyal as a mother. And they got balls the size of cows. I would take them tomorrow and tell them, come on, load up, we're gonna blow this whole joint. They'll walk in and blast everybody. With no hesitation or nothing, and no look for nothing besides it. And no look for nothing besides it.
We will start off with the retirement of two great and loyal Mercantis, Tony Scaletta and Danny Scarcello. Both retired distinguished as honoured Mercanti. Danny was here for over 560 days. He made a success out of himself in pimping, before starting his own racket in clothing. Danny went on to become the shot caller for the Mercanti Viceroy's street crew. Donaldo will always remember Danny for declining to help lead a breakaway group from the family. Danny stuck by his oath to the Don, and as a result the family grew stronger after killing off many of the traitors who had attempted the coup. Danny's son is believed to have reached out to the family, so we are pleased to know that the Scarcello bloodline of the Mercanti family will continue. Tony Scaletta became the first ever street boss of the Mercanti family, having proven to Donaldo that he put the family before his own street crew. It was this family-orientated approach combined with his energy and good character that saw Tony become the Don's right-hand man and the family's first ever street boss. After a highly successful career, Tony Scaletta died of cancer this week and is now celebrated and etched into the great history of the Mercanti crime family for all time. He will be missed by his family. Over in San Rico, Eddie Klevitz got beaten up with baseball bats by Tim Amarego and Danny Neves on the orders of Marco Stinto. Did you know, in the Mercanti family roleplay world, each console is a separate city. So if you play GTA 5 on the Xbox One, your character does not live in Los Santos, but instead lives in San Cali. It's a lot like Los Santos, just a tiny bit hotter. And yes, we are on all other consoles. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Eddie. Eddie is Mercanti muscle, and he's been with us for some time, but he can't help but get himself into trouble. When he was here in Andreas City, I tried to look out for him. The new guy, Eddie Klevitz. I felt sorry for him, I guess. His brother was recently killed in LX by a Mercanti muscle, on orders of the La Mesa police captain in fact. My father had ordered the muscle to be whacked, and for his finger to be sent to the police captain as a warning about turning Mercanti members against each other. So for now I didn't take it personally. Eddie had just lost his brother and was going through a hard time. He was like my little nephew, and this is a family business, so I let it go. Trust me, Eddie would have been killed 5 or 6 times by now if it was not for my old man and myself. However, Eddie decided to go to San Cali, and he was having trouble fitting in with the other Mercantis over there. Kind of a sad story. The kid must be half brain damaged by now. I feel for him, I guess, but this is survival of the fittest. I told him not to leave Andreas City, but he didn't listen. The circle of life and death continued this week. with spaces in the books opening up, a number of highly promising young Mercantis operating in New Angeles and San Cali were made. Andre DiMartino, brother of Tom DiMartino, was made, despite the dishonor Tom's suicide brought to the family. Donaldo decided Andre should have a chance to earn back the respect for the DiMartino bloodline. Andre is also cousins of Didi DiMartino, who works with us here in Andreas City. Thomas the Cuban Vassetti was also called down to the Vanilla Unicorn to meet my father and become a made man. Thomas showed his ability as an enforcer with good judgment, and excelled as an earner dealing in firearms. As a made man, his loan sharking racket will really pick up. Archie Worthington became the fourth Worthington to become a made man in the Mercanti family, after having shown that he takes after his relative, an honoured Mercanti, Marco Worthington. Lastly, Danny Neves was made this week too. He is the current second in command of the Elysian Island Earls street crew, and is also a Sentry security veteran. Danny is the type of guy who typifies the adage of never rat on your friends and always keep your mouth shut. And that's it for this week. While so much more happened, I want to try and keep the episode short. Feel free to leave some feedback in the comments on the series and what type of things you'd like to see in it. If you're interested in joining our roleplay world, read the description below for the link to the Mercanti Family website. Alright, see you next episode.